Great to have you back with us on Buy Now, Sell Now. Take a look at the markets, and we're still holding firm above that 8,100 mark, and clearly a positive start pretty much at it. No fireworks really. Similar momentum going for Sensex as well. 95 odd points added up to its gains. The broader markets as well moving in tandem, or in fact doing marginally better than the benchmarks. Some top movers there at this point of time are clearly Bharti Airtel. So clearly the rally there is led by some telecom stocks, as Idea Cellular is also one of the top gainers. Both these stocks are gaining about 2.5% and 1.5% respectively. Hero Motorcorp, L&T, Power Grid doing very well. On the downside, it's Bharti Infratel, Coal India as well as Aurobindo.
Okay, let's get in the next two guests on our show this morning. Mandar Jamsandekar as well as Sameet Chavan join in on the show. Good morning to both of you gentlemen, and thanks for joining in on BNSN. Mandar, coming to you first, give us some top recommendations that you would give our viewers this morning.
The first stock that I have is Indraprasth Gas. This is an investment buy. In the last 6 months, the stock faced resistance between 600 and 608 multiple times. Yesterday, the stock gave us a breakout above this supply zone to make a new all-time high. With this breakout, the stock also made an upflag formation on the daily time period charts. Going forward, the price will now find support between 608 and 600 and should trade bullish above these levels. Therefore, the stock looks good to buy with a stop loss at 597 for a target of 724, expected to be achieved in the short to medium term. The second stock that I have is Uflex. On the daily charts, the stock is trading in an upflag formation. This pattern has a target of 241, expected to be achieved in the short term. On the intraday charts today, a level of 231 is the support. Above this support level, the stock should continue its upward momentum and therefore looks good to buy with a positional trade with a stop loss at 227 for a target of 239. And the last stock that I have is CESC. In the last 4 months on the short-term charts, the stock had witnessed a good uptrend. In the intraday trade, the stock is showing strong upward momentum today. 566 was a resistance which the stock has broken in the intraday trade. And on the intraday charts, now the stock has a support between 568 and 565, above which the upward momentum should continue, and therefore a buy with a stop loss at 560 for an intraday target of 576.
Okay, that's the word coming in from Mandar, and some trading recommendations there. Sameet Chauhan also joins in. Sameet, what is it that you have on your radar?
Yeah, we have two buy recommendations. First one would be on Jet Airways. Recently, we saw a good price correction in the stock from its recent highs of 665. However, this fall got arrested around its 61.8% retracement level of the recent up move, and the stock has been consolidating around this strong support zone since last 5 to 6 days. If you look at the daily chart, the stock has entered a good uptrend in last probably 3 to 4 weeks, and is now consolidating around its support of 540, 545. Yesterday, the stock entered a good time zone according to the Fibonacci time series, and thus we expect this momentum to continue in next probably 4 to 5 trading sessions. We have an immediate target of 592 for Jet Airways, and it can be bought by keeping a strict stop loss as 543. Our other buy call would be on BEL. Last week we saw a good price volume breakout from its multiple resistance zone of 1230, 1235 on a closing basis with substantial rise in volumes. However, in last 3-4 days we have seen a gradual decline towards its strong support zone. Today we are seeing a good traction in this counter, thus we expect this uptrend to resume. We have an immediate target of 1340 for BEL, fix a stop loss at 1220, and a solitary sell would be on Z. After seeing a good vertical rally in the recent past, we are seeing early signs of exhaustion. On the weekly chart, we can see a bearish wolf wave structure. The stock is clearly struggling around its 127% retracement of the recent down move. If we look at the daily chart, the stock has been consolidating around 460, 465 since last 5 days. And looking at the daily as well as weekly chart structure, we expect decent profit booking from current level. We have an immediate target of 440, and it can be shorted by keeping a strict stop loss at 471.
Okay, those are some picks coming in from Sameet. It's 2 buys on a Jet Airways and a BEL, but a solitary sell coming in on Z Entertainment. Now, moving on, let's switch focus to the commodity space, and we are joined by T. Narasekar, Director at Comtrends Research and Fund Management. Good morning, Mr. Narasekar. Good to have you on the show. Now, first up, take us through the strategy that you have for gold. And I believe, in fact, even Debojit Das has emailed us his query, and he wants to know which exact precious metal should he invest in, gold or silver?
Well, actually, for the day, both gold and silver, in my opinion, is kind of looking topish because we have an FOMC meeting tonight, and on the back of that, the way in which gold has risen recently, there could be some profit taking or some consolidation. But that's just purely for the intraday. But in a more positional or a broader perspective, I think gold is a buy on any kind of a dip. For intraday, I'm expecting a mild correction. On back of that, I've given a sell call. But then on a positional basis, continue to be bullish on gold and any dips. As far as the query is concerned, I think in terms of returns, I think silver will definitely give higher returns compared to gold. Simply because it would kind of move in line with gold eventually. Though gold might tend to move up in times of uncertainty like this, silver will eventually catch up. And when it does, it can really jump and multiply more than gold. Relative to which metal one should invest, I think silver is a much better bet. But in times of uncertainties like this and going forward too, I think both gold and silver are good to buy.
Okay, that's the word coming in. And if you can also tell us about your commodity strategies, what is it that you would like to recommend?
We've been bearish on crude for a while now, and we continue to maintain that because it's already an oversupplied market, and higher prices will motivate producers to produce more. And Iran is also producing at 3.5-4 year kind of a high. So all this makes us believe that there is still more downside to crude oil, and we have a sell strategy on crude.
Okay, so that's of course the view coming in on commodities in general, including gold and crude. Thank you so much, Mr. Narasekar, for joining in with your top picks on commodities. But let's also switch focus back to the equity markets, and we're joined by, of course, Mehraboon Irani, Principal and Head Private Client Group Business from Nirmal Bang. Let's listen in to what he recommends in terms of wealth creation ideas.
Dalmia Bharat in the cement pack, I think cement is one space I continue to like. I think Dalmia Bharat stock, which on your channel, I think we recommended first time around 280 rupees, which was about 18 months ago. At 920 rupees, I still feel the stock has a long way to go. I think it's simple, one-line answer. It's an operational leverage stock. Company which you like in the microfinance, NBFC space, whatever you call it, is Ujjivan Financial Services, the recently listed company. Now, if you look at the ROE, ROE, you look at NIM, I think this company's valuation today is at least 30-35% cheaper, relatively, as compared to, say, Equitas or SKS. I personally feel there is a genuine shortage of sugar. There is no hoarding story, and I don't think the government will be able to do too much to control the price of sugar. And I think one name which we like is again Dalmia Bharat, Sugar, which is around 90-92 rupees. Relatively, I think I like it as compared to others. We also like Balrampur Chini. So sugar is a question what you like, but according to me, you should own one sugar stock in your portfolio, because I personally feel the sugar cycle has just started.
Okay, that's the word coming in from Mehraboon Irani. And with that, we are completely out of time on Buy Now, Sell Now. We come back on the other side on Market Sense.